Well, this morning I'm in the village of Bodfari in North Wales and I'm on another mission. I'm on the Offers Dyke path, and being that I'm on a mission, I've got two walkers coming behind me, so I'll let them overtake me. And I'll explain why later. I'll pretend to fiddle in my rucksack. This is a very popular route, this actually. Well, it's actually the Offers Dyke, but very popular route. So anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. I'll let these two walkers overtake me because I'm not far from GZ, and I'll explain that a bit later if you're not sure what I'm going on about. So anyway, I'll speak to you later. Tactics. Still on the bridge. Have to wait. Anyway, while I'm here, I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm after geocaches. There's a bloke in the field here. Right, I'm going to have to kill a bit of time. He's fiddling with his rucksack, these two here. I am not far from GZ. I'll explain now while I'm after geocaches. Potential two, if not three today. Well, two on this walk anyway. Yeah, geocache. If you're not sure what a geocache is, if you just joined this series, check out On a Mission #1, which I explain. I won't go into it. If you've been following the series, you'll know exactly what I'm up to. That's why I'm behaving a bit shady. Yeah, I'm sure I'm at GZ now. I'll have a quick route round. I think I can see a potential hiding spot. I may need my GPS unit, but I don't think so. I think I've actually spotted the hiding place, but you never know. I'll wait for them to. Oh, they've cleared, and there's a bloke. Well, there's two people in this field at the back here. It looks like they're collecting poo, something like that. They're going around there with a wheelbarrow. Oh, yeah, I can see him there. Looks like they're collecting horse cack, shall we put it. So yeah, anyway, I'm in, like I said earlier, the village of Bodfari, and I'm sure I'm at GZ. I'll have a quick route round. Hopefully I won't need to mess about with my GPS unit. And if I find the cache, I'll get back to you. You never know. Just crossed the river and I think I'm at GZ. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. I'll have a route round. Hopefully I won't need my GPS unit. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, 2 seconds later, and I could actually see the cache like I was talking about earlier, and that's it. That's the geocache, and I could actually see it. So when I put it back, I'll get the log signed and I'll put it back, and I'll try and hide it a bit more, a bit better. I don't know why it was just in full view, but anyway, that's the first cache of the day. There's another potential one further up there, probably about half a mile, something like that, up towards Grove Hall. It's very close to a very large hall called Grove Hall, and that's a micro, so that might be a bit more dodgy to find. Anyway, there's two people in that field there. It's and I had a couple of muggles, which were that's the name for non-geocachers. So anyway, I'll get that put back, selfie, get that put back in the time. I'll sign the log first, and I'll try and hide it a bit more, and then it's onto the second cache. So that's a nice quick find. I could actually spot it, I could see it. Well, got it signed. I'll have to report maintenance to that. The logbook was very wet, just about signed it with a pencil. Anyway, it's looking over towards the Cludian Range, or part of it. Moyler Park up the top there with the TV mast. Anyway, yeah, like I was being a bit shady because of non-geocachers. They if you're there searching, and you know, the people wonder what you're doing because they don't know, you know, anything about geocaching. Keeping an eye out for muggles. Anyway, heading now up towards Grove Hall. It's about a few hundred yards, I think, from Grove Hall. Just on the outskirts of the village of Bodferry. But I like these caches now that are out in the country, and you know, you can spend time searching and what have you. It does say actually on the geocaching website, be very careful about hiding a cache and also looking for a cache, because this present, you know, what's been happening recently, you can look very suspicious. So these ones now in towns and busy places, I don't bother with them now. I have found one or two, but I don't bother with them because you can look very suspicious. Perhaps if there's someone with you, there's 2 or 3 of you and what have you. If you're on your own and you're there looking and you're searching, you look very suspicious, so I don't bother with them now. I just like these ones just out in the countryside, where you can perhaps, like I had 2 muggles come in there, but you just wait for them to go fiddle with your rucksack and all that, and off they go, and then you got time and no one's looking at you, watching you, and you know, you don't look suspicious. Like, because one of my recent ones on this mission series, and I actually didn't find it, the cache, but it was on the side of the road, and I thought I actually see a bit of Grove Hall from here, so I'm not that far off. I think that's Grove Hall. See a bit of it anyway. Anyway, I'll show you that a bit later. Yeah, and I was on my hands and knees, and I thought it was the base of a signpost. I was there looking and all that. Next bit, I heard this car stop. I thought, oh shit. I turned around, it was the police. And he wound his window down. He says, "You alright?" And I explained what I was doing. I says, "Oh, it's okay, no problem." I said, "I'm after the geocache." And he actually knew what a geocache was. He says, "Oh, you're geocaching." "Oh yeah." He says, "I hope you find it." And off he went. So that was funny, seeing the bloody police there. So anyway, right, I'm just joining the road now and skirting round, and I might need my GPS unit for this one, and this one's a micro, little sneaky one, so this may be a bit of a dodgy one to find, but that was simple. That was actually out in the open, but I've tried to conceal it a bit with stones and sticks and stuff on it and all that. And I'll report when I get back, when I log in to say that I found that cache. I'll report, don't know if you can hear me, I'll report that it needs a new logbook, and then the cache owner, I heard the gate going then, there's a car going past. Yeah, I'll report, and then the cache owner will go and put a new logbook in, or they're supposed to anyway. So anyway, get back to you when I'm a bit further up the road for the second cache, and I may get a third one, but that's back in Denby. I'll explain that if I decide to go for it. So anyway, that's one in the bag, nice easy find, and like I said, I could actually see it, you know, so it wasn't hidden at all. So anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. Nice sunny day too, a bit breezy, but nice and sunny. Anyway, off to the second cache now. And that's Grove Hall at the top there. or a bit of it anyway. A bit of it hiding behind the tree, but that's Grove Hall, Odd Ferry. The cache is over there somewhere. It's over by them trees there. But I'm getting to it by this lane, and then you turn off and then you join the path again. So yeah, anyway, it's Grove Hall. And there's a grey squirrel. Don't know if you saw that. So anyway, I'll speak to you in a minute. I'll be turning off soon. Back on the path again. And hopefully, a second cache. But I've just got a sneaky feeling that this is going to be a bit hard to find. But you never know. Right, I'll be turning off here now. Hopefully there'll be a signpost, or I'll be able to see the path. It leads off this track. Well, not track, it's a road. Well, minor road. Well, drive, I suppose. It heads up towards Grove Hall. There we go. So I'll be turning off just on my right soon. There's Grove Hall at the top there. Right. Who stood? We got a problem. According to the map, turned off just past that house there, and here somewhere should be a public footpath, but there isn't one. It's not as far as Grove Hall, but just the other side of that house there was a public footpath sign, so I don't know whether they've changed it. It should be here somewhere. According to the map, should be a public footpath by here somewhere. Bit of a ramshackle gate, barbed wire, that, but don't know what to do now. It's not as far as Grove Hall. It should be somewhere here. It doesn't look like it. So I'll head back, I think. Let's check out that sign. It says down the bottom there. There is actually a footpath sign. Very strange. Anyway, head back down. Anyway, I'll show you. Looking back towards Bud Ferry. I'll show you the view anyway while I'm here. Bloody hell. So I don't know. Might not be looking too good now for this second cache. I'll go and check what that sign says, and if someone peers out this house, I'll ask them where the footpath is, as if they know themselves. But oh well. It's very strange. That's where it should be, and it heads off up that way. But it's obviously not there now. So anyway, I'll head back down. If I can't find it, I'll give up, I think. I'll just go back to Denby and try and get that other cache I was talking about. Anyway, speak to you in a minute. I might be on plan B. Right, I'm on plan B. I'm back on the road now, and you see there's a sign there, saying footpath there. So I don't know what's happened to that path up there, but it's saying that one's heading straight up towards that way. Anyway, get over this, yeah, it's a bit rickety. Trying to do this one-handed as usual. So yeah, I'll head up towards at the top corner there, and hopefully that it's going to be a bit of a signpost or signs for the path or whatever. It looks like, you see there, that someone has been, or it is some sort of path. I hope this is not going to be like one of my last missions where I'll end up God knows where. No signs, barbed wire across rights of way and everything, but there should be. That's where it should have been. Is a bit up the drive to Grove Hall, and then you turn off, but obviously it's not there now. But anyway, hopefully when I get to this top bit, I'm not far. The cache is when I get to there. Hopefully there's going to be some sort of stile or sign but the cache, according to the map, is somewhere there. I'm not far off. So we'll see. You never know, I might never ever be seen again. Wandering round the North Wales countryside. Bloke with a camera in his hand and a rucksack and a baseball cap. He's never been seen again. But did he find the cache? That's another thing. I don't know. Strange that. And it was a pretty recent map too, but I don't know, they changed these places, these signs and footpaths and everything, don't they? So, anyway, hopefully I'll get to the top here and I'll report back. Hopefully there's a footpath sign or style or something anyway. So I'm not far off. I know, like looked at the map. I got no maps with me now, but it's not far. It's only from up here, just a couple of 100 yards, something like that. So anyway, I'll report back in a minute. Show you the view. That's looking back towards Bodfari. Bit of a spread out village. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, that sign, the back there off the road, pointed me in this direction, but it's not looking good. The cache is somewhere over there, by them trees and these them trees there, somewhere there, from what I've seen on the map. This is not looking good. Looks like I've come to dead end. No path, no style. What is there? I might give up on this one. That's the trouble with me, I give up too easy. Well, I give up even looking for caches too easy. Never mind following paths, no sign or nothing. Oh, hang on, there's a sign down there, but that's going way off that. I don't know. There's a gate here. I think I'll get my GPS out and see, there's nothing to tell you there's a footpath. So, and I don't think I'm far off. It's somewhere where them sheep are there. So what I'll do, I'll get my GPS unit out and it'll tell me exactly how far I am away from the cache. Hopefully it'll say something like 100 yards, something like that. And then I'll just make my way, just follow the GPS. If I get, I'll have to probably climb over this gate, I think. So anyway, I'm on plan Z now. I'll get back to you in a minute. It's all good fun though. Okay, got my GPS out. You can see that is a GPS unit, or one of my units. Global positioning system. You can see the red. Well, if I start moving, hopefully you can pick out the red. That's the cache, and it is actually telling me that it is over in that direction, but it's saying that I'm a third of a mile away. So anyway, just keep that blue arrow. You can see it's turning green, and that's saying that I'm heading in the right direction. Just keep it on course with that red geocache. And there is some sort of path. I don't know. It's not well defined, but anyway, I just follow my GPS unit now. Oh, hang on, got a stream to cross here now. Oh, not too bad. Might jump across, I think. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just going to, it's 0.2 miles now, so I'll just follow this until I get to GZ, and then I'll get back to you. I'm on course anyway, so I'll get back to you when I'm at GZ. Well, you can see where the GPS unit is bringing me. I am, what does that? 38 feet, is it somewhere? This will bleep when I'm at GZ, so what am I on? Anyway, heading in the right direction anyway. And this will bleep as it's counting down. I'm actually onto feet now. Just skirt around this tree. I don't know if you can make it out because I'm going around this tree. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it's telling me it's heading up here. And that's it. I'm about 10-20 feet away from GZ, and according to the clue, it does mention a stile. And there's the stile. So, and this is a micro. This is going to be a nightmare. But I think I'm looking. I'm sure that's a good GZ GZ location. Look at the view from here. Looking back towards Bodferry and North Wales, Denbighshire, and cracking. A beautiful day like today. So all I got to do now, as you can see, muggle free. These are the caches I like. I'm not bothering with them in these urban places, and I don't bother with them now. Like I said earlier, I have had one or two, but they're a pain in the arse really, and you know, you look suspicious and that. But look at this, no one about, and I got a good idea. Well, I think that's GZ, but I'm after a micro, so this could take some time. I'll just check on the clue again, but I don't know if I'm going to find it. Micro, you're talking tiny little thing. So anyway, I'll get the clue out, and I'll have a pretty good search because I've got plenty of time, no muggles or nothing, and I'll report back. Hopefully you'll see me with the cache in my hand, or not. Anyway, I'll get back to you if I find it, or if I don't find it. I'll just show you the view again, then I'll report back. I'm still here. Quarter of an hour later, I tell you, I've been searching everywhere, and I'll give you an example now of how hard these things are hard to find, how hard they are to find. I found the stile, the clue, very vague clue. All it says is approximately 11 meters from the stile. Well, there's the stile. Is it 11 meters that way? 11 meters that way? Is it this side of the fence, or is it the other side of the fence? So yeah, it's like, look at, and it's a micro. It could be that big. It's literally like looking for a needle in a haystack. And I'll give you an example now. Okay, 11 meters, so it's probably up here. So, as you can see there, you got all sorts of branches and all sorts of little hollows and stones and God knows what. Could be anywhere. But is it this side? Or is it the other side of the fence? Or is it that way? So, make our way down this way. There's a couple of hikers, muggles I should say, and I'll show you. You're probably looking at me thinking, what the hell's he doing? But is it there? You can see him in the trees there, but I don't care anymore. But like I say, very difficult to find. And like I said, is it this side or is it the other side? So I might give this one a miss, I think. I might have a bit of a search. I might have another, 10 minutes, something like that. And I found this bit here. Look at that, it's a classic, that. Absolute classic. But I've looked behind it, no sign of it. And these people are looking at me thinking, oh, he must be from Denby. But yeah. Absolutely, it is literally like looking for a needle in a haystack. So I might give this perhaps another 10 minutes or whatever. It's just such a vague clue. It's absolutely just stupid, really. I don't know why they bother even giving a clue, actually. But you can see that it's a classic hiding place there. When I saw that, I thought, yes, that is where the cache is. These people are standing there now, watching me, watching what I'm going to do next. Yeah, so anyway, I'll show you. That is a classic play. I thought, yes, as soon as I saw that, I thought, oh, I'm going to move that out of the way, and beep, beep, there's going to be the cache. But no, whether that is the hiding place, or was the hiding place, I'll put that rock back, because that is a classic. Whether it's blown out or something, I've had a search, looked around the ground in the area and that, but there's no sign of it. Actually, I think that is probably the hiding place. It's 11 metres approximately from the stile, and that stone has been placed there. You know, it's not natural that. As you can see, that stone's been wedged there. Did I spit on the lens then? Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm still recording. Whether that is the hiding place and the cache has popped out of this little hidey hole. But I'm looking around, well, I have had a good search around, there's no sign of it. Thinking of it now, I think that is the cache, well, the hiding place. Well, I know that I shouldn't really show the hiding place, but I'm not sure whether that is the hiding place, but it's a classic. But there's no cache there anyway, so I actually haven't shown where the cache is hiding, have I? Sort of anyway, but I've looked around. I don't really know, because all it says is micro, so it could be a little tiny thing, so I don't really know how big it is, but just have another look. I'll route round. I think that's where the hiding place is, and it's popped out or it's blown out or something. But I did say I wasn't raising my hopes for this cache. It's literally like a needle in a haystack job, as you can see. So I might give it another 10 minutes and then I'm packing up and I'm heading off back to the car, back to Denby. I might go for that last cache, a cache that I have attempted. Bloody hell, it's very windy up here. A cache that I have attempted before, but I think they're still looking at me, them two. Oh, they probably think I'd be just let out of somewhere. I wonder which way they've come up then. Came up this way. Anyway, I might give it another 10 minutes, and then there's a cache where I attempted on one of my last missions, and I've got a really good idea where it is now. I might get that. It's like a cache and grab, they call it, like a drive-by. And that's a micro. I think, yeah, it would be a micro, that one, but I'm 99.9 I know where that is, but I don't know. I might give this another 10 minutes, hopefully no more hikers, but I'm not going to find it. I know I'm not. I just got that feeling. I got that feeling when I started out that I wasn't going to find this cache. Just impossible. And with it being a micro as well, and such a vague clue. Anyway, I'll show you another bit of the view. I'll have another 10 minutes. If I find it, I'll report back. If not, then you'll probably pick me up heading back towards Bodfari. So anyway, I'll give you another quick look at the view. It's worth it anyway, just to come up to catch the views. Anyway, I'll get back to you either when I have the cache or if I'm heading back towards Bodfari. Well, I had a bit of a route round, 5-10 minutes, nothing. I'm sure behind the base of that tree, behind that stone, I'm sure that's the hiding place. So what I've done, I took a photo of it and of the stile and what have you, 2 photos, but when I go back I'll log that I didn't find it, but I'll put that photo on my log showing the base of the tree and that stone, and I'll say I thought that was the hiding place, but nothing there, and the cache owner will see that, and if that is the hiding place, then they'll know that it has actually gone missing, and they'll go and put another cache in that location, probably hide it somewhere slightly different or what have you. But that's what happens a lot with these caches. They do go missing. But that was a classic hiding place. Otherwise, it was practically impossible to find it. Needle in a haystack. Probably be easier to find a needle in a haystack. But I'm sure I'm thinking now, and looking at that stone and how it was placed, wedged in that bottom of that tree. Sure, that was the hiding place. But anyway, the cache has probably gone missing. But anyway, it was a nice walk up. At least I've got one in the bag. And I might go for this last one that's in Denbigh. Bit of a sneaky hiding place, and I have looked for it, but I've gone back and I've looked at the hint and all that, got into it a bit more, and I'm almost sure I know where it is now. So anyway, I'm headed back down into Bodfari now, coming to this stream, and I'll just hop across it. A bit sheltered from the wind down here too. It's breezy up there. It's warm now. Oof. But anyway, at least I got one in the bag. That's what I'll do. I'll put a photo up and say that I thought that was the hiding place, but it wasn't there. So anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, not far off from the little bridge over the stream, and then I'll be back in Bodfari. So I might go for this last cache in Denbigh or not, I don't know yet, but I won't include it in this video. At least I've had one, one out of two. It's not bad, but like I said earlier, I don't think that's second cache. To be honest, I don't think it's there. I think that was the hiding place. But anyway, at least I had one on this mission. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll no doubt see you in the next one.